open the door or something like that, you could.
Because you're trying to reduce that cream for so long. Oh.
Yeah, actually. Pretty much.
Hasn't gotten really cool.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. It's not like it's getting like chilly, but it's definitely windy and like kind of cold. Yeah. All right, refresh. We're back. Yay. All right. What is going on here? Alright, I think we're back up and running. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Our book today is Procrastinate on Purpose by Roy Vaden. We have notes for it to double check and just to go through. I'm just finishing off my dinner here. Delicious. Okay, this book. Let's have a look, see what we got. Okay, so this is all about managing time. In fact, I'll put a quote in here. Oh, there was a good story. So parts of this book, most of this book was like practical advice, and then some of it was kind of stories of like some tips and tricks other people have used. And one of the ones that I thought was really good was from someone who said when they did a lot of traveling for work, and so when they went on the road, they would buy 2 books, one for them and one for their kids. And their kids were young. And so they would call at the same time every night and read the book together, you know, and have those conversations about stuff, which like actually made sure that there was time for that every day, which might not have even happened if they'd been at home. So I thought it was I thought that was a really good idea if you have to travel a lot for work. Okay. But yeah, if anyone else has put that in the notes. If anyone else has books they've read recently and they want to talk about, let me know. It's ended up really peppery. Just checking on the Discord here as well. Okay, so one of the pieces of advice from this book was to never send anything negative over email because it will not translate your tone properly and ends up costing you more time in damage control and repairing the relationship. If you have something negative, don't do it through email, do it in person. Or even constructive, it says. Now, that's probably good advice for someone like me who is terrible at tone in general and needs all the help on that regard I can get. So it talks about, this book talks about multipliers as label for people who manage time differently. So the biggest thing is that it's not about time management, it's about self-management, right? You can't change time, you can only change yourself. And it's about how you manage your emotions, not just your thinking. Okay, so this is a good tip. If you're a leader or a manager, 2 words that will magically multiply your time are show me. When someone has an issue, an idea, or a challenge, don't just listen to their explanation. Ask them to show you their experience, because you'll just end up wasting your time trying to figure out what they're saying, explaining it. But if you just watch and see what the problem is, it can reduce the time and the drama. I thought that was good advice. So all these little interesting little tips in this book. So oh, he also goes through I thought this was actually kind of like a bonus kind of feature, but he goes through how to reject people and stuff, and how to respond personally to people when you have to reject them, and just being really appreciative and encouraging, but his whole point is to be really careful of managing your commitments. So not just saying yes to things because people want them, and being able to say no in a polite, kind way that doesn't offend anyone and doesn't make them mad, but it basically kind of leaves them walking away feeling like you were really nice to them and you were really kind and that you really listened and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Captain Silent out there. How are you today? We are talking about Procrastinate on Purpose. Have you read anything cool lately? So he was talking about how he really wanted to meet this book author, and he kept sending emails and sending letters and all this kind of stuff, and the author kept turning down his request to meet in person for all these in ways that felt really good, but also were clearly very much keeping that person's time where they wanted it, not letting themselves get derailed by other people's requests. You're good. Excellent. No, nothing. And then at one point, he invited this author to come to a talk he was doing, the author of Procrastinate on Purpose. Invited the author he wanted to meet, and the author couldn't make it, but they sent one of their assistants to physically show up in person and say sending the regards and say that they really liked the book and all that stuff, and they wish they could be there. So things like that, little extra touches. If you have to say no, you can still be nice and you can still make people feel really good about it. About saying no with honesty and integrity, not misleading or lying. You don't have to come up with an excuse. What were some of the things that they said specifically? Just he could not come but wanted me to send regards. What are some of the other ones? So at one point he asked for an endorsement of the book, and the author said, given the backlog of commitments on my plate, I'm afraid I lack the bandwidth to add another piece to the stack clamoring for my attention. Right? So but he's not just saying I'm too busy, right? Just a very clear way of what's going on and why. What was the other thing? Okay, so it's truly appreciative of your support. But at this time, it's not it didn't say but, he just said at this time it's not a possibility because so-and-so is tied up in research and writing of the next book. And we trust and hope that your career is progressing nicely. Please keep us up to date. Right? Oh, and here's the other line that was really good. My calendar has become so tight that I need to protect the increasingly limited time I have at home for my family. I hope you can understand my need to do this. If you don't have time because you need to prioritize another part of your life, just be honest about it. Yeah, I need space. Yeah, there's exactly right. And so if you want to also keep charge of your time, you got to make sure you can say no to people in a nice way. else? What else? Okay, so one of the quotes he said is that the way he looks at it, every second that he isn't working intensely when he's at work is a second that he's stealing from time with his family. And it's like the more time that you spend not using your time to the fullest is time you take away from the thing you actually want to do. Oh, and he talks about like kind of what is it called? Like when it's not like just the cost of a cup of coffee, it's the cost of what that money would be if you invested it, but for time. So he talks about how to like kind of think about that. He talks about how if you'd use compounding interest for your money, because that's so effective, you should use automation for your time. So basically one of his biggest tips is automate anything you can automate in your life. Basically, like if you can pay your bills automatically so that you don't have to spend time looking at them. If you can, book your appointments automatically so you don't have to spend time thinking about when to book them. Anything you can do automatically, you should set automatically because it's just a time drain. And if you can do something once and then never again, that's what you should do, because why would you ever do it more than once if you don't have to? So things like that are kind of stuff that I've got to spend some time on, because I used to have all my bills automatic, but I moved around so much that they're not right now. And again, they're going to be changing in a month or two anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it right now, but that's the kind of stuff I've got to be careful to set up right away, like the first time. Ha! A soda did get opened. You're correct. It was off camera though. Oh, and then, okay, so like I said before, some of these things are like little stories from other people. One of the things in here was kind of a choice kind of tip, like idea. So it's an acronym called GROW. The G is goal alignment. If I make this change, will it be in alignment with your future goals? So check that, first step is checking that it's actually the thing you want to do. It's taking you in the right direction if you do this choice. R is for realistic. Like, is this possible to achieve? Like, is there infrastructure to help you accomplish it? If you don't have that infrastructure, what would you have to do to create it? Is it worth it? O is opportunity value. So kind of what is the chance of this investment? Can you see yourself doing well? Do you think you'd outcompete other people? Kind of thinking business investments, right? Business choices. You knew it. And W from grow is way forward. So what's the next step? What's the game plan? What's your strategy if you do decide to do it? And he talks about like the whole like bias toward action, which is something I've been really trying to do, but struggling with, because instead of just like sitting around and not making decisions, like having that action, just taking action, and then if you need to change something, you change it, but you take the action. And it says if you end up doing something wrong, you can always correct it, but if you just sit around, there isn't anything you can do with it. The sin isn't doing the wrong thing, it's doing nothing. And I'm like, that's what I'm trying to work on right now, because I just end up doing nothing.
Fetch.
When I need to make a decision that I don't want to make, I'm scared to make. When it's like, it doesn't matter, even if I make the wrong decision, I can fix it later. It's like, just make one and roll with it, see what happens. It talks about time blocking too. No, the book you're reading, or you're thinking about reading, is The Hacker by Daniel Scanlon. You were talking about that one before. It looked pretty cool. So time blocking is basically where you, instead of like scheduling each appointment individually, you schedule like a couple hours in your day for appointments on, one day or each day. And you schedule maybe an hour for all your phone calls and an hour for all your emails, maybe 2 hours if you have a lot of emails, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon. But you don't just like take random phone calls throughout the day. You tell everyone these are the hours you're going to be answering your phone, and these are the hours you're going to make phone calls, so that it's always the same and you don't have to think about a whole bunch of different appointments. It's just one appointment. So Andy Stanley said, leadership isn't about getting things done right. It's about getting things done through other people, which is, that I don't have a problem with. That part I'm really good at delegating. I'm just terrible at action bias. Yeah, she's playing right now, so she's kind of allowed to bark actually right now. Good job, Sugar. The author's doing a book signing on September 13th. Fetch! Yeah! She's playing fetch. She's been getting so good at putting her toys away now. Aw, she's learning. She's hyped now.
Interesting.
It talks about trying to add assistants to your life as much as possible. Like if you can have an office assistant or a personal assistant or a coach, kind of someone who, like an accountant, all the little things that you can have to kind of take things off your plate and outsource basically, but like also just not even outsource, like teamwork kind of ideas. Basically learning from other people's mistakes, pay other one to take time to filter out things so that your time is spent on the most important stuff instead of the things that can be done for less. Yeah, it's like if you're not an accountant, why are you wasting your time being an accountant? Like there's someone who could do that much better than you.
Good girl.
Bookkeeper, same thing. Financial planner, if you, yeah. Especially if you're just starting, or yeah, things like lawyers, insurance agents, real estate agents, all this sort of stuff where it's like, are you wasting a lot of time doing something that there's a professional out there who could do it for you and probably in the long run save you money if you're thinking about how much money you could, you know, your time is worth, basically. Travel coordinator is the one he talks about because like booking travel can take forever to research. Oh my god, that's what I need to do next. Ew. Sugar is good.
Fetch.
It's always fun to get books that are signed by the author, right? It's always neat to kind of like, I don't know, I'm not like a celebrity kind of person, but it's nice to have a book that's signed, right? Because then you know like the person appreciates that you bought it too. Because authors, you know, a lot of them don't make a lot of money, right? So it's nice when you get to really show that support.
Go get it.
Talks about delegating maybe to a house cleaner, because as soon as you can afford it, this is really going to improve your relationship, your family relationships, and your mental state. Nanny, same thing. Expensive, but if you can afford it, worth it. Gardener, that one's actually pretty cheap if you just get someone in the neighborhood. It talks about doing things like online shopping or getting a shopper, like getting your groceries delivered and stuff. Like, why are you wasting an hour at the grocery store when you can just have a recurring order that gets delivered when you want it to be? Like, do you really enjoy that time at the grocery store? I mean, I kind of do. I like looking for stuff, but I don't enjoy it every week. You know what I mean? So even if you want to go once in a while to find new stuff, if you get a regular order, then when you go once in a while, you don't need to like impulse buy everything. Mechanic, same thing. Don't bother spending time on your car if it's not fun. If it's your hobby, then that's fine. Same with gardening and other stuff, right? Like if this is your hobby, then continue to do it. Talks about things like getting your dry cleaning, your post office, your gift wrap, all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, and it says like create jobs for those around you. That's what multipliers do. Handyman. getting someone to like install things in your house for you so that you don't have to do it yourself, because you're going to spend a lot of time and you might not get it done very well. Whereas if you just pay someone to do it, they're going to get it done right the first time and you'll know it's done.
Come, read here. Read here.
You want a Natasha autograph. Aw. Speaking of that, all of my paintings are for sale off Instagram. Anyone can buy anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to be posting some more of my canvas paintings to the website for sale, like the original canvases. And then maybe some of the paper ones as well, like some of the watercolors. Most of the watercolors are in like books and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to sell as much art as I can before I have to move. Just because the more I sell, the less I have to move with. So if anyone wants to buy some art, it's all going to be on sale. If there's anything that caught your eye on Instagram, let me know what it was, and I'll get you a good price. Especially the watercolors. Like, watercolors aren't expensive, so I'll get you a watercolor for pretty cheap. If there was any watercolors, and especially if you want more than one, I can get you a bunch of them, get you a discount. And promotion. It talks about like having a, getting like one of those personal chefs to come into your house maybe once a week, just to kind of thing. But again, if you like cooking, that's your hobby, that's different. So he goes through like all these stages of his funnel to focus and avoid procrastination. So there's the eliminate stage. Can you just not do this task? Like, does it have to be done at all? The automate stage is, can this task be systematized? Can you just automate it? Delegate is, can you get this task performed by someone else? That's what we just covered. And if the answer to all those questions is no, then it's your own task and you got to do it. Now it belongs to you. You have to figure out whether to complete it now or later. Now he even goes over this, like, why would you say you would wait on it? Why not finish it at the first possible moment? But he kind of talks about how that's maybe not actually the best idea. It's kind of like spending your money. You don't want to spend your money early. You want to spend your money at the last possible moment in order to, A, keep your choices and your options open, and B, like, your value of that money and time is you waste it if you spend it too early, because things change, and the faster you move, the less ability you have to respond to changes. So one of the people he was talking to said, whenever possible, I don't take an action that can't be untaken until I have to, or there's a compelling reason that I should. So I mean, that's kind of where I get stuck, is that this is like the advice for the opposite person to me. I get stuck on not making those decisions because there's no like impetus to make it right now. But some decisions there will never be an impetus to make right now, and if you just don't make it, then you're just not doing the thing. So it's like kind of sometimes you gotta do this is not a problem I have, I guess is what I'm saying. One of his quotes, nothing is ever as bad as it feels or as good as it sounds. And you want to spend your time on things that grow the organization if you're in a business, right? Especially before placing huge orders, like spending huge amounts of money. To prevent unexpected change costs, you want to wait as long as you can, reasonably, before doing it. And so that means, like, reasonably means before there's late fees and stuff, right? That's not reasonable anymore. Now you have costs. It also says to wait one night before making any big financial purchase, which is pretty common advice. And okay, so it says here, this is kind of the advice I need. Whether it's be mindful of if your delay is intentional and patient to minimize change, or if you know what the right decision is and you're putting it off just because you don't want to do it. That's where I get stuck. I just like, oh, I don't want to make it. I don't know. I don't want to make a decision. I don't want to get committed. So basically, it suggests that if you bring things down the funnel, you try to eliminate, automate, delegate it. And if it can wait till later, you pop it back up to the top of the funnel. And eventually, when it comes down, you'll either realize that it's important now, it has to be done now, or you pop it back up and you kind of, it never comes back down again. It becomes a thing you don't have to do anymore. So that's kind of the benefit of procrastinating on purpose, which is the name of the book, is that if it's something that doesn't have to be done right away and you put it off, and then it never has to be done, like it just disappears, now you save that time that you would have done on it. Especially in a business, you might learn that maybe someone else already figured out the problem. Maybe someone else solved it. Maybe someone else, made a decision and made it happen and kind of fixed the problem themselves, or like created a new thing themselves.
Good girl. Yeah, you fetch.
Other than that, if it actually gets done in the you need to do it now, you can batch it. And this kind of goes back to time blocking, doing a bunch of tasks all at once rather than just one individual thing and then one other individual thing.
Go get it, bring it here.
And if you build it into one big thing with a whole bunch of things, then it suddenly becomes more important, and then you do have to do it now. Versus like doing one little thing, like answering one email may not seem very big, but if you have like 10 emails to answer, then okay, now that's a whole task that needs to be done. He goes over like the Pareto rule, kind of, spending the most of your time on what's going to have the most impact.
Read your lunch.
They said that 85% of the achieving people they interviewed used a written, detailed schedule consistently. So I'm feeling good about that. I use my schedule consistently. But those were the people who were being really successful. They used a written schedule. 85% of them.
Fetch. Oh, I see it right there, right there.
It also talks about like being aware that whatever you're spending your time doing, that's your priority. So you can say what your priorities are verbally, like, oh, my priority is my family, my priority is my job. But if you spend all your time watching Netflix, your priority is Netflix.
What are you doing?
Cool, you had a friend who's flying to Paris. That sounds nice. Talks about being present in the moment, like not worrying about other stuff that you think you should be doing if it's not what you're doing right now. Focusing on the priority you are doing. If you've chosen to make it what you're doing, it's your priority. Focus on it. And don't lie to yourself and say that even though you're doing one thing, you're browsing Instagram, your priority is actually this other thing. You might have things that are more significant, but if you're not doing them, they're not your current priority. And also be aware that mental rest and decompressing and relaxation time are real things, and that you should prioritize them. Like, you should have a priority time for watching TV, for watching movies, for reading, for all that stuff that you actually do need those mental breaks. But consciously make them a priority, not just something when you think you should be doing something else. I have to be careful with that, because I'll book zero time in my week for watching, just sitting and watching TV or scrolling Instagram, and then it's oh no, I actually do need that time or I'm gonna go crazy, which is not what I want. Not what anyone wants. Dun dun dun. Talks about, is this the thing that's moving you towards the best results? Is it towards your greatest contribution and the impact that you want to make? Is it making the most out of the available time that you have? And is it enabling you to be your highest self? So again, things like taking that free time for yourself is important, because those are enabling you to be your best self. And if it's not, stop what you're doing and figure out what your actual priority is and what you want it to be.
Go get it.
Instead of moving down the path you know is not taking you where you want to go. Or you don't know where it's taking you.
Go get it.
Instead of doing the same mindless things over and over. Or instead of doing the things other people want you to do. It talks about they're going to Spain to walk a famous trail there. Are they going to walk the big, it's like a pilgrimage trail kind of thing? I have one friend who's done that. She loved it. She likes that kind of stuff. I don't think I would ever do it, but she had such a great time when doing that.
Fetch.
Don't allow yourself to be commanded by the tyranny of the urgent into things that are not significant just because they're right in front of you. He actually spent a bit of time earlier in the book talking about
Fetch.
how to get away from things that seem urgent if they're really not significant. Like, it's that whole, like, that matrix, right? Like, what's important versus what's urgent. And if you spend all your time on non-important urgent things, you never get to the non-urgent important things, which are actually the stuff that moves the needle forward. Whereas the urgent stuff just keeps coming up. So you have to be able to, like, put that down. Like, it's like, no, I don't need to be answering phone calls. I don't need to be answering all these emails right away. I can time block those off for later in the week, and then spend the time prioritizing the important, not urgent stuff. And that's something I've been really getting better at over the past couple of years, is like making time for that stuff that's not urgent, but if I don't do it, I'm never gonna get anywhere. Sugar is using her 2 brain cells. Good brain cells and sugar. Hi! You're getting praise for your 2 brain cells. Good job. Bleh. Smile. What a big smile. Oh, you know, she's smiling. Real good. It could be. Also make sure you give yourself permission to focus on your own priority instead of others. Zero in on what's going to have the most significant impact instead of what's just going to have the most immediate impact. You're always trading one thing for something else. So if you're trading your time, are you getting the feeling of being who you are supposed to be out of it? So, like, for instance, if you're spending time with your kids, are you feeling like you're a good parent and like you're part of the family? Like, that's worth your time. Are you, if you're spending time on your job, like, are you feeling like you're, you know, producing good work and like learning and being good at your job? So as long as you make sure that what you're trading your time for is worth it to you. Yeah, and it's the difference between being like, I'm too busy versus like, well, what are your priorities?
Wow. Wow. Where is it? Go get it. Go get it.
If something is the most significant thing, you have to protect it, you have to do it, and you have to do it now.
Go get it.
Children, the stuff of nightmares. Oh dear. I never wanted kids when I was younger, and now I'm like, yeah, I guess we'll do that. If you want to multiply your profitability as a company, don't ask the question, where can we save money? Ask the question, where are the best opportunities to save time? If you do a financial review, you should also be doing time reviews. And you can get like an outside eye to kind of consult and catch things, because when you're in the same paradigm, you might not see what you're wasting time on. And making sure if you're a manager or a boss, making sure your people are spending their time where they can make the biggest impact. If they're a sales person, they should be spending their time on sales, not paperwork. If they're a better team leader, they should be spending their time multiplying their influence through other team members. If they're better at, they are an introvert and they want to sit at their desk all day, they should be sitting at their desk doing paperwork, not having to talk to customer service, right? Like putting people where they can make the most significant impact. It also talks about if you're trying to train other managers, finding people who actually really want to lead people rather than people who are good at their jobs and then promoting them into managerial positions where like now they're no longer doing what they're good at and they don't like it as much, right? Oh, this is a cute quote. Success is never owned, it's only rented, and the rent is due every day. It also talks about making sure you have take the time to read books, go to seminars, educate yourself, get coaching, listen to podcasts. If you don't invest your time in yourself, you're never gonna, you know what I mean? If you say you're too busy, you're kind of missing out on the most important priority, yourself. Yeah, and you never want to be a company that says we don't have the time or money to train our people. Oh, this was such a good quote. Okay, listen to this. Companies that say, because they're afraid, what if we train our people and they leave? The thing you need to think of is, what if you don't train them and they stay? And I thought that was just like super important. I thought that was such a good quote. What if you train them and they leave? What if you don't train them and they stay? Like, yeah, like, sure, there's a cost to training people correctly, but otherwise you're just wasting money on people who maybe would stay forever and don't know what they're doing. I think that's about the end of my notes here. What else have I got? Oh, he did talk about like integrity, making sure that integrity has like a multiplying effect on what you do. If you have congruence between what you say and what you do, people know that what you say is real and they'll go out of their way to help you. If you don't do what you say you're going to do, people don't want any part of it.
Go get it. Go get it.
So that's something I have been trying to focus on recently too, right? Like when I make a commitment to something, making sure it actually happens. When I make a commitment to someone, making sure like I don't bail, because our culture right now, everyone bails on everything, right? Like, oh, let's, go hang out. Let's go do X, Y, and Z. Let's go do blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, I can't. Sorry, I can't. And that kind of stuff, right? So I've been working pretty hard to be better at that. But it's still hard. You have a question. What is your question?
Go get it. Go get it.
And then when he's talking about integrity, he also says he recommends looking at his first book, which is called Take the Stairs, which I haven't read that one, but I like this one, so it's on my list for reading eventually. And basically that kind of helps with, doing what you say you're going to do, I guess. So it's called Take the Stairs, so you can kind of imagine what it's about.
Fetch. Fetch. Go get it. Okay, bring it here. Bring it here.
Yeah, you like keeping your promises? Exactly, right? Like being reliable. And other people appreciate that. Surprise! Where did the napkin go? I think it's all condensation-y.
Good girl.
You're gonna write a brainwashing scene. Brainwashing is using ABD, and the results will put your villains in jail. But you find brainwashing unethical. Should you explain more on ethically and unethical side? What is ABD, first of all?
It means you're almost done. You just need to defend.
I don't know if that fits in this context.
What does it say?
Oh, it was just supposed to be an and. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And? Okay, so what's your question? Like, should you add more into the book about how people shouldn't brainwash each other, just like so it's not a bad influence? Is that the idea? Or more like, how are they doing the brainwashing? Like, are they doing it like through magic or something? Or is it like more like just like manipulation kind of stuff
Fetch.
that like a real person could do?
Fetch.
Oh. I'm just opening all these. I opened a bunch of these Italian language apps and stuff in my phone, and now I'm trying to open them on my computer so I can like properly bookmark them. Oops, that's not right. go. Oh my god, but Firefox is being really weird on my mobile system. I don't know if I just have too many tabs on it, but it keeps like screwing up with my tabs and like moving them around, and then like sometimes it loses them, and it's just bizarre. I don't really know what it's doing. By magic and manipulation, sometimes strong wills must break down even if they don't want to talk. Oh, good question, Janos.
Go get it.
What part of it is on the ethical side? Because you said explain more on ethical and unethical side. So what's on the ethical side, I guess? Good catch. And I did a Pimsleur course when I was in France, and I really liked that. So I'm considering doing that one again. Because I did like I was able to just listen to it when I was out walking or on the bus or walking my dog or whatever, and I thought that was really useful. So I really liked that audio course.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And then I really like the We Know app. I think that's what I'm going to do on here. If you brainwashed and controlled that person to talk, it sounds very questionable. I agree, yeah.
Fetch.
Oh no, it was the cool app I found that was really good. Get rid of that. There we go. Oh, there was Rocket Language, but I think I liked We Know better. And then there was Italki, which was like for tutors. And then what was the one that was really cool? It's like a language app where you can ask native speakers questions. So it's called, where did it just go? I just had it. Hi Native. Oh my god, if you guys have never used this app, it is so great for questions. It's not good for, it's not like for learning the language, but it's like when you have those questions where you're like, wait, what does this mean? Or wait, like, when would you use this versus this? Or like, wait, does this sentence sound natural? Like, is that the way you'd use that phrase? Kind of things. And you can just ask someone and a native speaker will answer your question. So it's actually not going to help me much right now with my current Italian level, but it's going to be so helpful in a couple months when it's like, you know, you're like, you hear something and you're like, I'd like to use that phrase, but I'm not sure if I'm using it correctly. And you just need a native speaker to just answer your question quickly. Whereas if you wait to like, for it to come up in person with someone, you know what I mean? You forget and it doesn't make sense and all that sort of stuff. So I just thought it was so great. It's called Hi Native and it's a super cool app. It's sounding tired. The game of fetch is starting to sound tired. Yeah. Sugar wants to go forever is the problem. And then it's like, okay, Sugar, we're done. And she's like, but look, I brought it back again. And it's like, oh my god, okay.
Fetch.
Oh, okay. Sugar's the Energizer Bunny. Exactly. Hey, Julia. How are you? You're not sure? You're trying to figure it out. Well, I mean, this comes back to all the arguments for things like, for things like spying in general, for things like torture, for things like, you know, like having kind of anything that has to do with kind of that part of like the national security, right? Like, these are ethical arguments that countries do make every day. Like, is it ethical if it's saving the lives of all these people? And then you have to be really careful because you can end up in some really dangerous territory really fast. Right? But like most countries on Earth do have questionable practices regarding like enemies of the state, right? Like, you know, America in particular has some really big problems. Some other countries are way more careful about that kind of stuff. So it really depends on where you live. But a lot of countries do questionable things in the name of the greater good. And they made those ethical choices. Someone in charge made those decisions. And a lot of those parts of the government and military actually hire ethicists. So you can get a job as an ethicist, technically, if you get that philosophy degree. They generally pay pretty good, but they're very hard to get. And yeah, who like cover all these kind of questions, like when is it okay to do this? When is it not okay? What are the risks in saying it is okay, and where does that slippery slope fallacy argument lead? Julia, you're okay. I've been doing well. Work was good today, and then book club was good. Yeah, who would sign that slip? You think no one? Right? Alright, I did want to download the FSI course, which I think I tried to download for French, and I never got anywhere with it, because it's like a free course developed by the Foreign Service Institute, but it's very old material, and I feel like I tried to do it for French, and I never got anywhere with it, but there's an easy express download all Italian courses button on the FSI website, so that's easy, let's do it. No, I want the free version, fucker. I don't want to pay money. I know for a fact it's free.
Get it. Oh, Jesus.
Woo!
Whoops. Sorry.
It didn't knock anything over.
Get it? Wow. Wow, what a good dog.
What is the app name again? So, there is... I talked about a couple. The one that's about like asking a native language learner is called Hi Native, and it's super useful. Like, I spent some time on it earlier today when I should have been working. Just like answering questions for people and you know, testing out asking questions and kind of just seeing. And it's really easy to use. You can just like, if you have a question, if someone asks a question, you know for a fact, like you can fix their sentence to be more natural sounding, like sound like how a native speaker would say it. You just answer the question.
Go get it.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Sneezed, yeah. Oh, you randomly decided to learn how to knit, but you didn't have a chance to go to the craft store, so you're 3D printing knitting needles? Oh my god, Julia, I love you. That is the most amazing thing I've heard all day. Wow. Yes, like that is, like, welcome to the future, god damn it. Oh, I didn't have time to go pick up X, Y, and Z supply, so I will 3D print it for myself. Like, goddamn, yes. Wicked cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Fetch. If you bring her over here, I'll put her on the desk if you're getting tired.
I mean, eventually, like, I'll stop and she'll just fall asleep, so I think that actually might work for the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna give her a toy. Oh, is that? Okay, baby.
Yeah, you're up here.
Oh.
You want to take this away? Because
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
teasing for dog.
Yeah, exactly. Just mean.
Okay.
Oh, you have your
Gentle,
squeak toy. You
gentle,
do.
gentle.
Good. Good. Good dog. Wow, you smell nice. You smell so clean. Who's a clean dog? It's you. Don't jump on the ground.
Cupcake. So
Did you get your 3D printer from Amazon, hey? Wow. And it's been going really well for you. Dog won. Dog did win. She always wins the energy battle. She just has so much energy. I mean, you would too if you were, what, like 5 years old? How come I can't log into this website? It won't let me log in for some reason. I'm trying to log in on the computer instead of on the app and it won't let me. It says it's the wrong email and password. Oh, maybe it says confirmation email, so maybe I need to click the confirmation email before it'll let me log in again. Let's try that. Okay, and then I wanted to do some of the we know stuff. So let's go through that. Are there any other ones I wanted to get? I've opened that one, I've opened that one. Oh damn, I have a package downstairs. I gotta go down and get it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's one I already got. I don't know. Oh, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. Hey, shush. Quit it. Yeah, confirm my account. There's the email. Sugar is adorable and she is a star. It's true. Alright, account was confirmed. Yay. Okay, now it'll let me log in. Oh, there we go. Why are you using this app? Living abroad. That's the answer. Start conversation with me. Chibi, no, don't keep barking. Just appreciate your scritches. She's no cookie. Scritches are good too. Barking's great, but I like scritches. Good dog. Whoa, there we go. No. Okay, cool. I'm logged in there. Good. Sugar, you do not need to bark to be you. Who you are is a cream puff, and cream puffs are actually pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. What have I got? Oh, I've got a whole bunch of Dracula emails that I haven't read. Ugh, so far behind on that. I like stopped reading it like a month ago, and I'm like, I don't know if I can catch up now. What are you doing? Gotta confirm all these emails. I signed up for like 5 or 6 different language things. Not gonna select all the emails. Okay. Now, is there a tag on Twitch for like language learning? I guess I should just type Italian as the tag, probably. Hey, something like that. Okay, I have to type for my dog. I'm sorry. we go, logged in on that one. Good. Close, delete. Okay, let's open up the app that I was using. Hi, what? You've been doing language on Duolingo? Yeah, Duolingo is the nice, easy one, right? I love that one. It's so good to just like do casually. Are you still doing Hungarian? Yeah. Had a feeling. Okay, so we're gonna do the try for free. Oh, I should open it up on this other computer, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. Hi. She's like, I'm kissing you because I want you to pet me. Okay, so we're gonna go through the free trial on the We Know Languages. Well, if my computer will open. My computer appears to be a little bit frozen. Cool. Love it. Okay, let's close Discord first of all. There we go. Now, yeah, it's not responding, but at least it loaded. Whoa. Just waiting for my computer to try to load something. It's not responding very well. You have a Croatian program, but it's on a program called Hrvatski. Ooh. Okay, let's close Discord first of all. Come on, computer. Let's do something, please. Okay, let's get rid of Firefox. Drink. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to refill my cuticle oil pen. So I have some jojoba oil and I have almond oil. And while we're waiting for my computer to do this, we're going to try to refill this cuticle oil pen because you can buy refillable ones, but this one actually has a lot in it. I'm going to go grab a different one. I think that one's actually full. Oh, I think I have one right here. That's empty. No longer has oil in it, but I think you just pull the top off them and then you can refill them. So that's what we're going to do. Because these are the best thing ever if you want your nails to not be hangnaily and painful and dry and all that bad stuff. Okay, Shug, why are you kind of in the way so much? Computer, why are you not letting me close anything? Whoa! Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, God, this makes so sound. Okay, so I think I just pulled this off. I did pull one off earlier today, and then I think you need to actually like use a. I saw a bunch of these came in packs with an eyedropper, and I already have the eyedroppers from my art. But I don't know if that's gonna work, because I don't know where you'd put the oil. I feel like you have to get it way the heck in there. Maybe these ones aren't refillable. I don't know. That didn't really get anywhere there. I have one of these where the end comes off. There we go. Okay, it's definitely empty. But how do I get it refilled? Oh, maybe I have to... Oh, I guess maybe I can't because I need to be able to... untwist that part. Oh, I don't know if I can do this or not. Let's get the oil out first. This is turned into such a random stream. It's like book club, but now it's language, but now it's cuticle oil pens. You know, as you do. As you do. Hi, Shug. Because I don't know if maybe there's a difference between the refillable ones and the ones that aren't refillable. I feel like there's gotta be a way. Maybe I could just push this back down. No. Because this only turns one way. Let's Google it. While we're waiting for this to even load enough to kill. I'm just trying to close things and it won't do it. Okay. Refill cuticle oil. Refilling. Hi, what? Oh, you want attention. Got it. Demanding. Okay, they have the same type of pen I have. I'm not showing it on the screen because obviously this computer is dying as it is, so it's on the other computer. But... Okay, so yeah, you have to take this part off. Oh! Whoa, okay. I don't know if that helped or not. Now what? Oh, no, I gotta get this part out. I don't know if it comes out. See, because this one wasn't bought as a refillable one, it was just bought as a commercial one, so I don't know if it will come out. I feel like it will, though. Try not to elbow the dog in the face. Okay, that person's came out way easier than mine, though. Boo! Okay, I got it. Alright, I have way too many parts of this pen now. Wait, go back, go back. I missed something there. Yeah, you have to twist it out, but how do you do that? Mine doesn't have the part they're using to twist. Okay, Firefox gone now. Can I open this up? Maybe with like a pair of tweezers or something. I'm gonna go grab some tweezers and see if I can do this. be right back. While we wait for this to load. Alright, we have tweezers. Let's see what we can do here. Nope, wrong end. Is it working? I can't tell if it's working or not. Oh, I think it is working. Okay, yeah, I think that's going down. Cool. Alright, it's working. Yeah, oh yeah, you can see now the ends out of the thing. Cool. And then once it comes out enough, I can just hold it with my fingers. Perfect! Look at that. These are, it's not like these things are expensive. You can buy like, I don't know, 10 of them for $15. But considering I already have one, I have multiple, I thought it would make sense to just refill the ones I have. Okay, so what next? And let's transition over to a different. Now, I presume that goes on there. Yeah, I was gonna assume that goes in like that. Does that work? Oh yeah. Oh good, now it twists both ways. Cool. Now I think I just fill it up. Excellent. Okay, let me find. I need a new. Shh, quiet you. Shush, please. No, put it. Shush. Hi, I can't pet you at every moment of every day. I have to do things like set up this frame. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, but I'm pretty sure they were just mixing it up. So I want to mix up some of these oils together. And then I want to put some vitamin E in there as well. Which is in the other room. Nope, stop talking. Cute. Yeah, exactly. Learning something new. Yeah, who thought they'd be learning how to refill a cuticle oil pen today? I'm gonna go grab my vitamin E oil, and I'm gonna go grab, I don't know, some vanilla or something. Make it smell nice. Something. Alright, actually, it's not food sugar, it's jasmine flowers. Alright, so we've got some jasmine flowers, we've got some vitamin E oil, we've got some vanilla. I don't know if you're supposed to stick, like, food vanilla in these kind of things, but it probably can't hurt if I just put a drop. It's just my fingers, not, you know what I mean? Oh, this one hasn't been opened. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, I have my eyedroppers. One drop of vanilla. Probably pretty strong. Maybe 2 drops, just because. Okay, and then some vitamin E oil. Sugar, it's not food. I don't even know why. Oh, it smells like food because I put vanilla in there. I'm like, I don't even know why it smells like food to you. Now, vitamin E oil is so sticky and viscous. I don't want too much of it, but I do want some of it because it's also the best stuff for healing and keeping your skin nice. Okay, let's mix that all up together. Oh, and then we'll mix it up and we'll put some jasmine flowers in there. I don't know if they'll have much scent, but they might. I have some crunchy ones, just some little ones. That one. That one. And that one. 3's probably enough. I don't know, these tubes aren't very big. Okay, and then we'll kind of let that sit for a bit. Hey, you, quiet. No. Why are you staring out the window? Why do you do that? Why you gotta stare out the window and find things to bark at? Let's not. Have you tried not? She's like, I did. I tried staring at you and then you didn't pet me, so I found something else to do with my time. I'm like, oh. Oh, I see. Well then. Well then, I guess. Chemistry with Natasha. Have I heard about the word? What word? Sugar. Stop staring out the window, even if the internet tells you to. You don't have to do everything the internet tells you. You can't even read. She's like, you don't know what I can do. Mostly it's bark. Oh no. That smells really nice. It smells really vanilla-y. Which is kind of what I wanted. So we got some jasmine, some vanilla. Those are good scents together. I feel like I could put some more vitamin E oil in there, but I probably have too much as it is to fill this pen, so... The window is not your enemy. The bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. The window cleaner. Okay, so the window cleaners are her enemy. That one's legit because they like come right up and get right up in that space. So that one I can understand. The people who are like multiple blocks away but happen to be moving are not her enemy. They're just not. Come on, computer, you're so slow right now. Oh my god, I should have restarted this computer before I started work today, but I didn't because I was in a rush. And now I'm paying the price. I'm gonna put more vitamin E oil in here though. Find the right window. Or not. They are spies, asked Nixon. Oh. Sugar, hopefully you're not into anything like that. Let that soak for a while. I want it to kind of soak up the jasmine scent. All right, here we go. I don't know if this computer can handle this, and this is not like I'm not trying to run a video or anything, so it shouldn't be that difficult, but I don't know if my computer can do it today. Probably should have restarted at some point. Okay, where's my... I already started, like, the free trial thing. There we go, try it free. Add more jasmine in here. But one of my favorite scents is jasmine vanilla from, it doesn't exist anymore, it was jasmine vanilla from Bath and Body Works, and they don't make it anymore, and it was the best. Okay, I already did this part, so I don't want to... Oh, I should also probably turn the music off, hey? Okay. Sorry, my computer is so goddamn slow. Yeah, so this is like the free version, right? Like, not the free version, the free trial. Because like I said, I downloaded it, or I signed up for a bunch of different things, and I kind of want to go through and see which one I want to stick with. But I think it's actually going to be this one. Quite liked this one. So let's start with building blocks. Still trying to get the stream to like transition properly. It's kind of frozen. Oh no, I did it twice. Okay, there we go. Done. That's not the right one. Oh, that is the right one. I just need to change what it says. Alright, we're getting somewhere though. Okay, free sample lesson. Let's go. Alright, start lesson.
These lessons contain buttons at the top.
Turn it up.
Each button will take you to the section teaching you a word or a group of words. Within each section, you might see a narration explaining how the word is used grammatically. It will then be followed by example. Each example sentence contains the word you are learning in red, while the rest of the sentence is blue. Remember, the goal of the lesson, you can navigate through the examples by clicking on the settings menu.
Just skipping through that stuff.
Being singular indefinite articles, a and an, are translated in Italian by un, uno, and una, depending on the gender and the letter of the following word. Uno is used mainly in front of masculine singular words beginning with gn, ps, z, or an s followed by a consonant. Uno.
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 Uno specchio.
Uno specchio.
Uno specchio.
But one of the reasons I like this one from what I only spent like, I don't know, 20 minutes on it before, but it says it fast and then it says it slow.
Studente.
Uno studente. And most programs either say it fast or slow. And if you only learn it fast, you don't know what it's supposed to sound like. And if you only learn it slow, you don't know how people normally say it in real life. And so I really liked how it does both. You're too quiet. Just be cute. Look, we're learning Italian. Learn Italian.
Uno psicologo.
Uno psicologo. Oh. Okay, extra examples. Cool, I like extra
È uno
examples.
show sul viaggio nel tempo.
See, she's fast.
È uno show sul viaggio nel tempo.
È uno show sul viaggio nel tempo.
Grazie. Vuole uno scontrino?
Grazie. Vuole uno scontrino?
Grazie.
Grazie.
Vuole uno scontrino?
Vuole uno scontrino.
Uno straniero fra noi.
Uno straniero fra noi.
Uno straniero fra noi.
Uno straniero fra noi.
Io vorrei ballare in uno spettacolo.
Io vorrei ballare in
Io
un...
vorrei
Vorrei
ballare
ballare
in uno
in uno
spettacolo.
spettacolo. See, I'm not good at rolling my R's. In fact, I
Quello
can't
è
do
uno
it.
splendido sorriso.
Quello è uno splendido sorriso.
Quello è uno splendido sorriso.
Aveva uno strano rapporto con il capo.
Aveva uno strano rapporto con il capo.
Aveva uno
Aveva.
strano rapporto con
Rapporto,
il
relationship.
capo.
Con il capo. Capo, boss.
Sono uno studente dell'università.
Sono uno studente dell'università.
Sono
Sono
uno studente dell'università.
You're gonna be good.
In most cases, un is used in front of masculine singular words starting with vowels and all other consonants. Un.
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 They also color code their feminine and masculine words, which is so great.
Un giorno.
Un giorno.
Un giorno.
Un giorno.
Un cavallo.
Un cavallo.
Un cavallo.
Un cavallo.
Un dottore.
Un dottore.
Un dottore.
Un dottore.
Un piano.
Un piano.
Un
That one's easy.
piano.
Shush.
C'è un cane in casa.
C'è un cane in casa.
C'è un cane.
C'è un can in casa. Way, you went down? Okay, but
Loro
you were just gonna
cantavano
get
in un
trouble.
coro.
Loro cantavano.
Loro cantavano
Cantavano
coro.
in un coro.
Io avevo bisogno di un buon caffè.
Wow. Io avevo bisogno.
Io avevo
Bisogno
di un buon
di
caffè.
un buon caffè.
Ci sarà un edificio là.
Ci sarà un edificio là. Wow.
Ci sarà
They made this phrase because they had that stock photo.
là. Il cane è stato investito da un autobus.
Il cane è stato investito da un
Il
autobus.
cane è stato investito da un autobus.
You have to learn Japanese. I love Japanese. I actually did Japanese in high school, and then I lived there for 6 months, so I love Japanese.
Lei sta
Dando
dando
un regalo a sua madre.
Deve essere un lavoro molto impegnativo allora.
Deve essere un lavoro molto
Deve
impegnativo
essere
allora.
un lavoro molto impegnativo allora.
Impegnativo, busy. Impegnativo, busy.
Noi
Interesting.
mandavamo un regalo ai nostri amici.
Noi mandavamo un regalo
Noi mandavamo
Mandavamo
un regalo ai
un
nostri
regalo.
amici.
ai nostri amici.
Si è comprata un nuovo computer per
Si
il
è
lavoro.
comprato un nuovo computer per il lavoro.
Comprata
Si è comprata
un
un
nuovo
computer
computer
per il lavoro. Computer per il lavoro.
Sì, abbiamo un parcheggio sotterraneo.
Sì, abbiamo un parcheggio.
Abbiamo
Un
parcheggio
parcheggio sotterraneo. Parcheggio sotterraneo.
Ci sarà un esame la prossima settimana.
Ci sarà un esame la prossima settimana. What other languages does this one have?
Sì,
It has a
in verità un esame
couple.
questa mattina.
Sì, in verità. Oh,
Sì, in verità ho
Ho
un esame
questa mattina. Ho un esame questa
Devo
mattina.
studiare perché domani ho un esame.
Devo studiare perché domani ho un esame. Devo studiare perché domani
ho
ho un esame. It has
Se avessimo un ombrello,
French,
noi
Spanish,
lo
and
utilizzeremmo.
maybe a couple others. Se
Se
avessimo
avessimo
Oh, wait.
un
un
ombrello,
ombrello.
noi lo utilizzeremmo.
Oh, that's an interesting verb tense. Utilizzeremmo. Languages.
Na is used in front of feminine singular words starting with any consonant.
Oh, so French, Spanish, Italian, and German.
Una,
Oh, in this
Una.
program?
Yeah, and this particular one. Most of them have like tons of languages, but this one's
Una donna,
a little more specific. Una donna.
una donna,
Una donna.
una sorella.
Una sorella. J'ai una sorella. I don't know I have yet.
Sorella.
Anyone else do that thing where you try to learn a new language after you have another one and you just start mixing the two of them together?
Una città.
Una città. See, I want to say città. Città. Una città.
zebra.
Una zebra.
Una zebra,
Una zebra. But one of the reasons I wanted to use this program is because it has a real emphasis on pronunciation and help for pronunciation. Good lessons. Una buona storia. And pronunciation is one of those things that I prioritize. I want to sound as least accented as possible.
Come una specie di
ufficio postale. And I get that, like, you can never, like, learning a language, in adulthood, you can't really, you're gonna have some accent, but I want to minimize it.
Loro
Scrivevano una lettera. Loro scrivevano una lettera.
vorrei una stanza al piano terra,
Vorrei una stanza al piano terra. Piano
vorrei
terra.
una stanza al piano terra.
Piano is terra is ground floor.
Noi viviamo in una casa molto carina.
Wow. Noi viviamo in una
Noi viviamo in una casa molto carina. Lui va a fare una passeggiata a
It does
cavallo.
have German, yeah. Whoa, I missed that one.
Lui
Va a fare una passeggiata a cavallo.
C'è una connessione wireless qui.
Wow. C'è una connessione wireless.
C'è una connessione wireless qui.
C'è una.
Io voglio affittare una camera d'albergo.
Io voglio affittare una camera d'albergo.
Io voglio affittare
That's a
una
useful phrase.
camera
Camera
d'albergo.
d'albergo. Camera d'albergo. Io voglio.
Io mangio una mela.
Io mangio una mela. Mela apple.
Io mangio una mela.
Mela. Una mela.
Ha bisogno di una busta?
Ha bisogno di una busta?
Ha
Busta.
bisogno
Ha
di una
bisogno
busta?
di una busta.
È una vecchia fotografia.
È una vecchia fotografia.
È una
Vecchia fotografia.
Did you say Mila?
Credo che abbia
for
bisogno
apple?
di una radiografia.
Mila, yeah.
No, it's Mela. Mela.
Credo che abbia
She said Mila.
bisogno di una radiografia.
Credo che abbia bisogno di una radiografia.
Un with the apostrophe is used in front of feminine singular words starting with any vowel.
Un apostrofo.
Un
apostrofo.
apostrofo.
Un'anziana.
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 Un'amica.
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 Un'ora.
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 Un'arancia.
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 Lei ha bisogno di un'otturazione, però.
Who got busy? Lei ha bisogno.
Lei ha bisogno.
Lei ha bisogno di un'otturazione però.
Ha un'ottima memoria.
Hope they don't say that to me in 2 days. I got dentist appointment. Ha un'ottima memoria.
Ha un'ottima memoria.
Un'ottima memoria. Memoria, memory.
È un'attrice famosa.
È un'attrice famosa.
È un'attrice famosa.
È un'attrice
Sì, per
famosa.
favore. È un'ottima idea.
Sì, per favore. È un'ottima idea.
Sì, per
favore.
favore. È un'ottima idea.
È un'ottima idea.
Abbiamo un'offerta speciale su tutti i materassi.
Abbiamo un'offerta speciale su tutti i materassi.
Un'offerta speciale.
Speciale.
Su tutti
Su
i materassi.
tutti i materassi. Speciale su tutti i materassi.
Lavoro nel supporto tecnico di un'azienda telefonica.
Lavoro nel supporto tecnico di un'azienda telefonica.
Lavoro nel
Supporto
supporto tecnico di un'azienda telefonica.
C'è un'orchestra a teatro in questo momento.
C'è un'orchestra a teatro in questo momento.
C'è un'orchestra
Un'orchestra
a teatro
in questo momento. Teatro. It's kind of a
These were the
troll.
Italian indefinite articles. It is important to note that there are no plural indefinite articles. They are simply omitted when the noun is plural. However, the partitive form of the article is sometimes used.
I don't even know what a partitive article is.
In the next lesson.
Ooh, okay, now there's exercises, I think. Okay, let's do easy. So the good thing about this program is that you can you don't have to do it in any order. So if you've already have some experience, you can kind of like jump through. It won't make you, like Duolingo, for instance, makes you go through everything, but it won't make you go through it. If you're like, no, I know this stuff, I can go to the next step. You can just do it. Oh, I have to type? Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Uno? I don't know. Uno? Do I just say enter? Yeah.
Uno specchio.
Uno specchio. Oh, and I can also click. Cool. Una ora. Un'ora? I bet it's un'ora. I don't know. Yes! Haha. I'm learning things. Un'ora. Un'arancia.
Un'arancia.
Un'arancia. Masculine. Uno spettacolo.
Uno spettacolo.
Uno spettacolo. Uno spettacolo. This one's un apostrofia.
Un'anziana.
Un'anziana. Uno dottore. Oh, un dottore. Why is it not uno? Okay, I missed something in the lesson. Wasn't paying that much attention. Un dottore. David, why is it un versus uno? Is it plural? Is that the idea? Is uno plural?
I don't know.
I'm guessing. If anyone knows, let me know. Un giorno.
I'm just assuming it's the classic noun.
Un giorno. Yes, I got that one right. Masculine. Un piano.
Versus like dottore.
I think it might be.
It's the class. It's the class of noun. That's all it is. It's like because the I'm assuming the class of noun determines which, how the article is inflected.
Una zebra.
I think it's to do with masculine, feminine,
yes,
and plural.
but-
Una zebra. Un psicologo. Just un, I think. Damn it! That one's wrong. What was it supposed to be? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Uno psicologo? Oh, crap. I'm just spelling it wrong now. Uno psicologo. Okay, so I actually only got the wrong once. I just spelled it wrong the second time. Uno psicologo. Un cavallo. I'm pretty sure that one's un cavallo.
Un cavallo.
Un cavallo. Una sorella. Una sorella.
Una sorella.
Una sorella.
I'm guessing uno is neuter.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Una città. No, because these are all telling me masculine or
Una
feminine.
città.
Una città. Un'amica with an apostrofia.
Un'amica.
Un'amica.
Yeah, uno are masculine. Yeah, uno. Use uno with words. It has to do. It's like a liaison en français. So
That's what I thought. It has
yeah.
something to do with the vowels and the
Yeah, so you use un with all
Una
consonants
donna.
except for like S plus consonant, Z, X, Y, P, S, P, N.
Una
Q.
donna.
So yeah, that's what the word starts with.
Okay. What letters did you use uno for?
So, for masculine, so masculine is uno, that's the base.
Oh, it's
The
usually
feminine
uno.
is una.
Yeah, I know.
So use uno with words that start with S plus consonants. PS, PN, or GN, and Z, X, and Y. Sforze, so uno sforze, or I don't know, yeah.
Ci sarà un esame la prossima
Ci
settimana.
sarà un esame la prossima settimana.
Uno zuppo, okay.
Maschile.
And then un is
So like uno straniero.
yeah, uno
Yeah.
uno
Straniero fra noi.
Sì. Sì. Recte.
Un esame. Un esame.
Devo studiare perché domani ho un esame.
Devo studiare perché domani ho un esame. E uno vecchia. No,
Sì,
è un vecchia. God damn it. Oh, it's feminine. I'm just not reading. I don't like that it doesn't delete your
È
answer
una
when it's
vecchia
wrong.
fotografia.
È una vecchia fotografia. I should have just read that it was feminine. I would have got it right. Let's make this, first of all, book club Italian club. Abbiamo un'offerta. Come sa?
Abbiamo un'offerta speciale
Abbiamo
su tutti i
un'offerta
materassi.
speciale su tutti i materassi. Lei ha bisogno di un'autorizzazione
Lei ha bisogno di un'auturazione, però.
Perfetto. Lui va a fare una passeggiata a cavallo.
Lui va a fare una passeggiata a cavallo.
Lui va a fare una passeggiata a cavallo. E uno
È uno shoe sul viaggio nel tempo.
uno shoe sul viaggio nel tempo. Cool. 92%. One of those errors was not a real error. I just kept spelling it wrong. Next lesson. Start listening.
The objective of this lesson is to learn and remember the vocabulary words, then complete each level of the exercises.
Okay.
You can click on the buttons with the English translation to navigate and repeat the words as many times as you want. Notice the font color of the vocabulary words. Masculine words are written in blue, feminine words are written in red, and neutral words are black.
Trying to add this to my schedule, but I'm not quite sure what to put it under. I guess I'll put it under life. Learning language is life. Alright, yes.
We know is fully customizable.
Thank you, that's great.
I colori.
I already did colore. I don't want to do colore next.
I colori.
That was the one test one I did earlier today. Home? Back to home menu. I probably should have clicked that one. Perché sì. Let's try verbs. Recommended. Teach me some verbs. But yeah, I'm liking this program. So I think I'll probably download some audiobook courses. And then I'll use this as the app. So I have something to do visually and something to do when I'm not visual, like just some. Yeah, I have the High Native app on my phone and it's great. It works really well. So it's just fun to kind of hang out on and just like answer people's questions and kind of see what people are asking. And I'm sure it get boring eventually, but I kind of liked it, just being able to be like, oh yeah, no, I can help you. Like,
You can click on the tabs. You can click on the examples to repeat, or click on the setting.
okay, so there's tabs for this. Essere.
Io sono.
Io sono.
Io sono.
Io sono.
Io sono insegnante di italiano.
Oh, there's more. Io sono insegnante di italiano.
Io sono insegnante
di italiano. I love that they say it fast and slow. Io sono stanca questa mattina.
Io sono.
I need this phrase, oh my god, every morning.
Io sono stanca questa mattina.
Io sono stanca questa mattina.
Io sono stanca
Questa mattina.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Oggi tu sei malato.
Oggi tu sei malato.
Oggi
tu sei malato.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Tu sei.
Tu sei una persona tranquilla.
Tu sei una persona tranquilla.
Tu sei una persona tranquilla.
Tranquilla. I lost all my Twitch tags.
lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è sicuro che sia la risposta giusta? Lei è sicuro che sia la risposta giusta? Lui è.
Lui è.
Lui è.
Lui è.
Lui è felice di ritornare a scuola.
Lui è felice.
Lui è felice di ritornare a scuola.
Scuola. Di scuola.
Lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è.
Lei è coraggiosa.
Lei è coraggiosa.
Lei è coraggiosa.
Lei è coraggiosa.
Noi siamo.
Noi siamo. Noi
siamo.
Noi siamo.
Noi siamo un po' persi.
Noi siamo un po' persi.
Noi
Un po' persi.
siamo
Un po' persi.
persi.
Un po' persi. Un po'
Noi
persi.
siamo.
Noi siamo pronti per
Noi
partire.
siamo.
Noi siamo.
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
Noi siamo
Noi
pronti
siamo
per partire.
Pronti per partire.
Voi siete.
Voi siete.
Voi siete.
Voi siete. You are.
Voi siete molto belle.
Voi siete molto belle. Voi siete.
Voi siete.
Voi
molto
siete
belle.
molto belle. Voi siete.
Voi siete.
Voi siete molto.
Voi siete.
Voi siete. You are.
Voi siete molto orgogliosi del vostro lavoro.
Del vostro lavoro. I should be writing these down. I learn really well with
Voi
writing things down.
siete
So I'm just
molto
sitting here.
orgogliosi del vostro lavoro.
Sì, del vostro lavoro.
Loro sono
Ancora innamorati.
Loro
Loro
sono ancora innamorati.
sono ancora innamorati.
Loro sono
Innamorati.
ancora
Loro,
innamorati.
they, sono, are. They are. Loro sono.
Loro sono.
Loro sono.
Loro sono.
Loro sono.
Loro sono al parco.
Loro sono al parco. Al parco, that's a good one. Al parco.
Loro sono
Loro sono al parco. Loro sono al parco. They're in the park. They're at the park. Click on practice. Alright, let's see if I learned anything. I feel like I don't know if I was paying enough attention. Okay. Practice. Simple practice. Start now. We're doing all the simple ones. This is like
Voi
beginning.
siete molto orgogliosi del vostro lavoro.
Jesus fuck. I think it says loro sono.
Voi siete molto orgogliosi del vostro
Voi
lavoro.
siete. I was being mad and
Tu sei una persona tranquilla.
I didn't even catch that. To say? Yes, okay.
Voi siete molto belle.
Voi siete. I heard that one.
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
Lui?
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
These all look the same.
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
Pronte per partire. I'm
Noi
not,
siamo pronti per partire.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. What? Oh, is it noi? I thought they were saying lui, but it's noi siamo. Okay, see, this is exactly what I
Loro
need.
sono al parco.
Because this is where I struggle with understanding languages and I just can't fucking hear what they're saying.
Noi siamo.
Voi? No. Sono. Say it again. Was it voi siete? Nope.
Loro sono al parco.
Loro sono al parco. Haha, I remember al parco.
Lui ama essere un padre.
Lui? No.
Lui ama essere un padre.
Essere un padre.
Io sono stanca questa mattina.
Heard that one. Io sono.
Oggi tu sei malato.
Oggi tu sei malato. I got that one.
Lui è felice di ritornare a scuola.
Lui è felice. Lui. That one.
Loro sono ancora innamorati.
Loro sono. This
Noi
is
siamo un
exactly
po'
what I need.
persi.
I need to stop speaking when it's talking. It goes loro sono. Nope.
Noi siamo un po' persi.
Noi siamo.
Lei è sicuro che sia la risposta giusta?
Le. This app is. I'm really impressed.
Io sono insegnante di italiano.
Oh, io sono. Peut-être.
Lei è coraggiosa.
Lei è coraggiosa. Yeah, that was terrible. Let's do it again, honestly. Revise ours. This is so what I need. I'm super pleased with this app.
Voi siete molto orgogliosi del vostro lavoro.
Voi siete. I heard it that time.
Noi siamo pronti per partire.
Noi siamo. See, look, I can hear it already.
Loro sono al parco.
Loro sono al parco.
Lui ama essere un padre.
Essere un padre.
Noi siamo un po' persi.
Noi siamo un po' persi. There we go. Continue. Next lesson. Don't take me to colors again. Verb endings. Okay, good.
Italian conjugation is all about remembering the right endings. First, let's take a look at the endings for the present tense. The following are the endings for regular ARE verbs. O,
Io o. To e.
I,
To e. Le.
A.
A. Le. A. It's like French.
A,
Le. A. Lui. A. Noi
Siamo.
iamo. Noi iamo.
ate,
voi ate,
amo,
amo, loro amo,
parlare,
parlare,
parlo,
io
parlo,
parlo, io parlo,
parli, tu
parli, tu parli,
parla,
le
lei
parla, parla, le parla. Oh, okay.
parla,
Parla, lui parla. See, I can't do the r. Lui parla.
parliamo,
Parliamo.
noi parliamo,
Noi parliamo.
parlate,
Parlate.
voi
Voi
parlate,
parlate.
parlano,
Parlano. Loro parlano.
amare,
Amare. Am I supposed to do something? Oh no, okay.
amo,
Amo.
io amo,
Io amo.
ami, tu ami,
Ami. Tu ami.
ama, lei ama,
Ama. Lei ama.
ama, lui ama,
Lui ama. Hey, Tanchi.
amiamo, noi amiamo,
Amiamo. Noi amiamo. This is the We Know
amate,
app right now.
voi amate,
Amate. Voi amate.
amano, loro amano,
Loro amano. So this one is the High Native app is good for like asking questions, and this is more like a tutorial course. Using my new cuticle oil that we just made an hour ago. Probably not even an hour ago, probably like 30 minutes ago. It works! Yay! Put it in there. Okay, practice and exercises. Conjugation match. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's see if I learned anything. Okay, oh my goodness, okay. Io arrivo. Bam! Tu arrivi. Lui arriva. Haha. Noi arriviamo. Nope. Noi arriviamo. This is kind of similar to French, so I'm just kind of guessing based on French. Voi arrivano. No, arrivate. Voi arrivate. Loro arrivano. Loro arrivano. Alright, well, I'm learning. Io trovo. Tu trovi. Lui le trova. Noi troviamo. Voi trovano. Voi trovate. Loro trovano. Okay, I'll get the next one right. I say that now. Io lavori. Ugh, no, I missed the first one. Io lavoro. Tu lavori. Lui lavora. Noi lavoriamo. Lavoriamo. Voi lavorate. Loro lavoreranno. Bam! Yeah!
Good job.
Bronze medal. I'm so great at this. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright. Next lesson. I need to practice and exercises a bit too. What is it?
Rubare.
I'll have to try that. Rubare.
Rubare.
Oh, they're in like vocabulary.
la arresto perché lei ruba,
Wow, la arresto perché lei ruba.
la arresto
La arresto
perché
perché
ruba,
lei ruba.
gridare,
Gridare.
gridare.
Lui grida ogni volta che la squadra
Lui grida ogni volta che la squadra segna.
segna. Lui grida ogni volta che la squadra segna.
Lui grida
Grida
ogni volta
ogni
che
volta
la squadra
che la
segna.
squadra segna.
Guidare.
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 So I like this because it gives you the rhythm of how to
Lei
say the
guida
sentences.
pericolosamente.
Lei guida pericolosamente.
Lei guida
Lei guida
pericolosamente.
pericolosamente. Because it's great to know one word, but then when you try to put them into a sentence, you say them in a different rhythm than native speakers would,
Guardare.
or you don't know how to hear it. Guardare.
Il ragazzino guarda le stelle sul tetto della casa.
Il ragazzino guarda le stelle sul tetto della casa. That's a cute phrase.
Il ragazzino
Ragazzino
guarda
le stelle sul tetto della casa. Head of the house. Tetto della casa.
As a pro tip, the Z is
Ballare.
never Z. It's always a S.
Yeah, I've noticed that they have that.
Ballare.
Loro ballare. Okay, I know that one, ballroom
vicino al
dancing.
mare.
Loro ballano vicino al mare.
Loro ballano vicino
al
al
mare.
mare.
But that's one of the reasons I like this one, because it goes through all the, like, it's not in the
Volare.
intro section because that's boring, but it has a section on pronunciation.
Volare.
Volare.
Guardate, vogliamo
Volare.
il cielo.
Oh. Guardate. Vogliamo.
Guardate.
Guardate.
Vogliamo
Nel cielo.
Parlare.
Parlare. Parlare.
Parlare.
Parlare. Io parlo con mia
Io
figlia.
parlo con mia figlia al telefono.
Figlia al telefono. Io parlo
Io parlo
con mia figlia
al telefono.
al telefono.
Amare.
Amare. Sara ama molto Carlo.
Amare.
Amare.
Sara ama molto Carlo.
Sara ama molto Carlo.
Sara
Ama molto Carlo. Carlo.
Chiamare.
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 Chiamare. Call. Io chiamo.
Io chiamo perché ho bisogno di un piccolo aiuto con il mio computer.
That's a long one. Io chiamo perché ho bisogno.
Io
Chiamo perché ho bisogno di un piccolo aiuto con il mio computer.
Insegnare.
Insegnare. Lui insegna l'immersione subacquea.
Insegnare.
Insegnare.
Lui insegna l'immersione subacquea.
L'immersione subacquea.
Lui insegna l'immersione subacquea.
Luna insegna l'immersione subacquea.
Sognare.
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 Sognare. Io sogno.
Io sogno sempre che dei grandi occhi mi guardano dal cielo.
Io sono sempre che dei grandi occhi mi guardano dal cielo.
Sogno sempre che dei grandi occhi mi guardano dal cielo. Camminare.
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 Loro camminano per andare a
Loro
scuola.
camminano per andare a scuola. Loro camminano per andare a scuola. Loro camminano per andare a scuola. Practice and exercises. Simple practice. Start now. Bam. Okay, and I think we'll probably be
Io
done for
sogno
the day.
sempre che dei grandi occhi mi guardano dal cielo.
I wasn't listening again. No.
Io sogno sempre che dei grandi occhi mi guardano dal cielo.
Sognare? Yeah, okay.
Loro ballano vicino al mare.
Valerie, I heard that one.
Io parlo con mia figlia al telefono.
Parlare al telefono.
Io chiamo perché ho bisogno di un piccolo aiuto con il mio computer.
Chiamare al computer.
Sara ama molto Carlo.
Sara ama molto Carlo.
Loro camminano per andare a scuola.
Loro camminare. Camminare.
Guardate, voliamo nel cielo.
Dare. Cielo. Oh, it's gotta be that one. Yeah.
Lei guida pericolosamente.
Lei. Guidare?
Lui insegna l'immersione subacquea.
Okay, I know that's insegnare subacquea.
Lui grida ogni volta che la squadra segna.
Lui, I think it was gridare. Gridare.
Il ragazzino guarda le stelle sul tetto della casa.
I remember that one.
La arresto perché lei ruba.
L'arresto perché ruba. Okay, that one I did better than the last one. A Lonely Planet Italian phrasebook and dictionary might be good. Yeah, I found one app that kind of is like a phrasebook app. Basically, it just has like easy phrases, like just like visually you can just tap and say them and like it'll speak them to you. So I thought that would be useful. Trying to, you know when you just need to be able to say something really quickly and you're like, I can't remember what it is. Okay, so there is a next one, but I think I'm gonna be finished for tonight. Just because, again, it's one of those, like, I should have actually set the co-working timer because this is the kind of thing I get bored of real fucking fast. And if I don't do it on a work break session, I will just not pick it up, for a couple days, and then that's bad because I should be doing it every day. Okay, so we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna assume it will remember where I was. I remember I was in the middle of verbs. Okay, so this camera's really bright. We'll go back to book club. Okay, all right, we're all done for the day. Let's find someone to raid. Bum, 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 bum. I'm super pleased with that course. I think that's going to be my primary course to take. I'm pretty excited about that one. I think that sounds good. I'm going to also download some audio courses too. I'm planning to do when I can't look at my phone, just when I'm walking around the bus. No, I have volare in my head. Volare. Oh. Alright, who's doing what? Let's see if any of the Italian streamers are hanging out. Got a Spanish streamer. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop. Alright, this was a really productive day. My goodness. Made cuticle oil. Used the cuticle oil. Did some Italian, did some graphic design, did some actual work, all sorts of stuff. Oh, we got some artists hanging out. What, my sugar boo? What, my sugar boo boo boo?
Hi, baby girl. What? Baby girl, what to do? I know, I definitely want to teach you. Okay, come here. She's not going to want to go. We can go do backflips or something.
What's going on?
Are you listening to this?
She's just making little noises.
She's making these little like.
Sugar, what do you want?
She. I mean,
So much.
yeah, I've been playing with her on a iPad.
Oh, this is the worst pun. I dropped my bathtub in my phone in the bathtub. Now it's sinking.
No.
Ah! You're welcome. Alright, we will be back tomorrow. I haven't figured out how to read yet, but we will be back tomorrow for more work, I think? Yeah, probably. Okay, well, this is an artist we haven't rated before. We can go check them out, I think. Oh, that person is raiding, so let's not raid them. Okay, cool. Alright, so we do have a raid message now, kind of, that works even if you are a follower, not a sub. So, yay. We can do an art raid or a co-working raid. I'm not sure yet. Gotta decide who we're raiding first. Alright, let's raid Shilin, who we haven't raided before. Bam. And we'll go art raid. Alright, raid's off and going. Let's go. Alright, thanks everyone who hung out today. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you learned some Italian and maybe something from the book club stream as well. We did a whole bunch of stuff today. We did co-working, we did book club, we did Italian, we did graphic design, we were productive as hell today. So that's excellent. It was all good stuff. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for more co-working, and I'm like, why am I going back tomorrow? I usually take tomorrow off, but no, I do need to work tomorrow because I have Wednesday, I have a dentist appointment, so we'll take Wednesday off instead of Tuesday because we have the dentist appointment. That'll be smart. Alright, but thanks everyone. Have a good night. Have a good time zone wherever you are. Have a good day. And yeah, join book club on Discord if you want to talk about more books. And yeah. We'll be back. Oh, I didn't decide what we're going to read next week. We'll be back next month. First Monday of every month is book club. So check out on Discord for the next book that'll be upcoming that we'll discuss then. Probably be another business book. Haven't decided yet. Bye!